Popular, you're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and plans.
You look great.
You look great.
How great do I look?
Amazing.
Great? Really?
Like, more than great.
Stop.
I can't. Can't stop.
This is the problem, guys. This is why we're doing this show. We think we're hilarious together, but we don't know if anybody else thinks we're funny. We just make each other laugh. And that's the most important thing.
I think so.
Who cares if anybody else is having a good time? Did you get that?
I don't swear.
Me neither.
Wait, can we talk about the Broadway yearbook? Where it's like, Shoshana being the alphabet with the trucker mouth. Remember the...
I don't remember that.
Wasn't it you? Were you Glinda when Garth Brooks was there, or was that Jennifer?
No, that was Jennifer.
We came off stage and something happened. I was like, something, and there's Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks, and I was like, because they like brought him backstage before.
That's not fair. They didn't give you a heads up.
Seriously.
Because all of us are truckers backstage.
Truckers. We're here for you, James.
Hi.
No, please, you ladies just carry on.
We will. That's the problem.
We will. That's the whole thing.
Wicked stars Megan Hilty and Shoshana Bean are reuniting for a concert production in Los Angeles with Upright Cabaret. I recently caught up with the witchy duo at the Chamberlain Hotel in West Hollywood.
When was the last time you guys worked together professionally?
December 31st, 2006.
Oh, that's right. It was New Year's Eve. Yeah.
How did that go? What was that?
It was really
Oh,
sad.
well, yeah.
Well, it was very bittersweet. Because, well...
We were very glad to leave Toronto.
We'd spent a lot of time in Toronto and it was very cold. And, yeah.
Yeah.
But we had each other.
We did.
Well, how do you guys sum up the experience of the show together? Because you guys did the tour in Broadway. I mean, you had the whole gamut of everything with it.
Yeah, it was great because we got to do it on the big
Started
Broadway.
as standbys together.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we both... First, she found out she was taking over first, and then when I found out, we were like, "Oh, we're so excited!
We're gonna do it together."
Yeah,
yeah.
And then we sort of by the time I left Wicked in January of '06, we knew that we were gonna do the tour together.
Because we're both from the Northwest, and so the tour just happened to be going through there when we were done.
Happened to, pull our strings with our contacts. We were like, please, David and Mark, please, and they were like, sure.
Okay.
If you do Toronto, we were like,
okay. Uh-oh. Can we tell? What is
yeah,
it?
no, it's fine. You just sometimes couldn't get that one line.
Oh, no!
There
was a week where I couldn't get the lines right.
It was like more than a week. But,
are we allowed to look at that? I've been looking at that.
Please, yeah.
What is that?
Okay. It was not more than a week, even though I have done it since that week. There's a line in Popular that I just couldn't get. I gotta put this down. This is freezing.
I know,
fingers.
my hands like...
Yeah, they're like freezing. Woo!
Break.
There was a line, especially great communicators.
And she said one night, she was like, really great speakers.
Not as eloquently as that, though. It was
Really
really great speakers. It was like really,
oh my God. And
it was
went
really bad.
like every night for like, it was probably a good week. And she wrote it on her mirror in lipstick.
It was everywhere. I put it everywhere. I couldn't, and the more I obsessed about it, the worse it got.
Hilarious.
Couldn't remember.
Good stuff.
Ben Vereen.
He yelled. He would like coach me from the wings.
He would yell off in the like as
I'd be like, something has changed with him.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, girl.
Get
tell
it.
him.
Yeah,
You
tell him. You tell him.
girl.
Just like 5 feet away. Ben,
that's not really funny. Sorry.
That is funny.
That is comedy.
That's comedy.
We're out of funny stories.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
That's
Okay.
it. The rest of the time was very serious. But we've both had the great opportunity of working with like amazing female performers because of this show.
Well, that, and I always said this to her, I think about a lot of other women I've worked with in the past, or a lot of people that I could potentially work with, or could have potentially worked with in these roles, and I just think how lucky we were for our chemistry and our rapport, because there's a lot of crazy people out there, and a lot of competition, and a lot of backbiting and stabbing and pot stirring, and we never really experienced that together.
No.
I don't ever feel like there was competition or...
Not at all.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we genuinely were there for each other and as friends, and I don't know what our like soul, like, not to get too corny or spiritual on you, but whatever our soul connection is, I've always felt very protective of Megan, and I don't know, I don't think that comes along by accident, and I don't think it comes along that often in a lifetime, so.
Yeah. Which is why we wanted to do this show, too.
We're not done. We're not done playing
We're
together.
not done.
Wait, okay, so when you guys first met, was it an immediate sort of chemistry?
I think so.
Oh, it was. I remember the first time I saw you. I
here
don't
we
know
go.
if I told her this
Yes,
either.
you did.
I did?
Yeah. Well, you didn't
I
tell
was
me
so-
you put it in that video thing.
I
that
did?
those
What
girls
video
made.
thing?
That Ashley and Becky made for like my goodbye
Oh,
thing.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, the first time I saw her, I was outside the stage door. And I don't know, I'd been at Wicked for a couple weeks or something, and I'd heard all about Shoshana and how fabulous she was and stuff. And I was outside with my friend Griffin, and we were talking, and up struts. She doesn't walk anywhere. She struts everywhere. No, you do. You strut everywhere.
Still?
And just look at your shoes. Can you show him his shoes? Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, she was and she like walked in the stage door, and Griffin was like, "Is that her?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it was. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous."
Oh my
I was
God.
so intimidated.
Whatever.
But then we met, and then everything was fine.
Yeah, we have the same
Yeah.
agent, and
Yeah.
my agent was like, so I have, the Glinda standby, so she's one of our clients too. Be nice to her. And I was like, oh God, what's she like? And he's like, she's young, she's new, she's real. Just be nice, Shoshana, be nice. And I was like, oh.
Oh God.
No, but then I was watching the show in the back of the house, and this little bubbly, like, big smile just came. She was like, "Hi, are you Shoshana?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I'm Megan," and I'm like, "Oh!" Like, I don't know. I just was so happy to meet her and know that she was like a sweet, happy, nice person that I was gonna be spending a lot of time with. We shared
lot of
dressing. We
time.
rehearsing
Yeah.
all the time. We were like partners in crime because when you're a
Yeah.
standby, you don't get the same interaction with the cast.
Yeah.
You don't get to bond with people like that
Yeah.
because
You're very separated.
and we
from
were and
everything.
we set up our little dressing room. We put up like lights. We
Yeah,
decorated.
We did. Yeah, it was really cute.
You got that like couch cover.
Yeah, the couch cover. Mm-hmm. It's probably still there.
Yeah, we got like
Yeah.
a bath mat for the bathroom. We
Oh
decorated
yeah, it was cute.
Well, so now the show Wicked, what is it about that show that keeps it selling out and keeps these insane fans coming back and back and back?
Well, there's something, it's a story about friendship and forgiveness and acceptance. Three things that, I mean, every person that I've talked to, and maybe they're lying to me, but everybody that I've talked to that's seen the show can identify it on some human level. And unfortunately, we all know what it's like to be the outcast, too. So, and we all want to root for the underdog, and we all want to know that people can change. And I think ultimately that's what touches such a variety of different walks of life. I mean, everybody says it's a kid's show. It's, like, oh, it's for the teenage girls. They're just the loudest about it. That's it. I've talked to so many adults and, people who, and everybody says the same thing. They weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting to feel what they felt after they see that show. And it makes me so proud to be a part of something that touches people on that level. And to do it with such great friends. To tell a story about friendship and
With an
forgiveness
actual friend
with an
is-
actual friend, it's the greatest gift ever. And I think that reads. I think that reads. I'm biased, of course, but
No, I also think that it's easy to jump off from a place of familiarity that people know. Everyone knows the Wizard of Oz story.
Yeah.
We're familiar with the green skin girl. We're familiar with, the girl in the bubble. Like it starts from a familiar place, and then you bring in the themes of friendship and forgiveness and, social sort of roles and political undertones and great music and gorgeous costumes. Like I just think every element was so right. No one can really walk away disappointed. Like if you're someone who expects a grand experience at the theater, then you're getting that with the production. And if you expect to be touched, you're obviously getting that. And if you just want to hear amazing music with amazing voices, you're definitely getting that. So,
Yep.
Well, with a show on this big of a scale, I mean, do you ever think the next show I do, how does it live up to sort of this insane experience?
I thought that because Wicked was the first thing I got out of college, and I thought, well, where do I go from here? Like I'm in the biggest show on Broadway, but I'm not really anybody. So like, what happens now? So yeah, I did go through that for a couple of years, but luckily I got another job. So
Well, let's talk about that really quick. 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You're doing it out here in LA first.
Yeah, we start at the Amundsen. Previews start September 3rd.
Oh my God, 2 days after my birthday.
Oh yeah. People are gonna go crazy over the show. It translates so well. I think there are a lot of, I'm trying to say this as PC as I can, there are a lot of movie musicals that have not done so well. And I think that's because they don't translate very well from screen to stage. This has everything. I mean, with the fantasy sequences, and the music is amazing. Dolly Parton wrote all of them.
She
all
did?
of the music. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And they're incredible. They're incredible. And it's got the same like musical theater shape, you know, where there's certain songs go in certain places in the show. You'd never guess it was her first musical. And the arrangements are amazing, and the cast is genius, and we had so much fun in the workshop. I mean, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I've never been a part of something from the ground up that wasn't like a college show, you know, or like summer stock. So I'm really excited to start doing something that's kind of my own. I mean, it's been done before by one of the greatest living legends ever, which isn't daunting at all. But
You're better.
no way, stop.
You totally are.
Stop it. You don't even know.
I do.
Stop it.
So now, how did this come together, you guys doing this Upright Cabaret show?
We actually, well, ultimately, like, Megan and I obviously have a great time together. We work well together. We have a great chemistry. We think we're hysterical.
We think we're awesome.
Some other people do too.
Yeah,
but
a couple.
A couple. And we didn't really want to stop our working relationship because of not doing Wicked together anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, we are revealing this information on BroadwayWorld. It's an exclusive, but we have been approached based on people having seen us together and sort of
in interviews and in the show. And basically, the concept is that we've been approached to do a new kind of variety show.
a television show.
A television show. It's so up in the air that we can't really go into much detail about it, but this is kind of our trial run. This is kind of our showcase, if you will.
Jinx. Of sort of like putting together for a presentation as to what our variety show, what kind of content, what it would entail, and we figured what better way to try it out than in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
So we're going to.
And it's a work in progress, you know.
Absolutely.
We're gonna try a lot of stuff out on this first show, and maybe there'll be a second show to tweak
baby
some
steps,
of the things.
baby
Yeah,
steps.
we don't know what's going to come next, but this is going to be really exciting. It's really exciting for both of us.
So whoever those lucky folk were that bought tickets for this first night, you're in for a surprise.
Yeah, it's a treat.
Yeah. So
I heard it sold out rather quick.
yes.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna do probably a couple more performances. So never fear if you didn't get tickets for this first night.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
The Toots gonna be back.
Yeah. Tits, my God.
And now I don't know if you guys even want to talk about it, but also there was a special guest that you guys announced.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Well, because it's a variety show format. Essentially, like, this all came about because we were approached, obviously, because of us. But however, with the writer's strike sort of happening and TV programming shifting a lot, the idea of bringing back sort of the variety show format, a la Carol Burnett or Laugh-In or whatever, meets something we're familiar with, like a talk show,
like
Conan O'Brien or Ellen
Craig
DeGeneres,
Ferguson,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Was what we've been approached to sort of attempt. And along those lines, there are interviews that are done. So we are bringing a celebrity guest friend of ours. We are going to name
be so
him
much fun.
or her. Because, people's schedules change, and we don't want to, like, lock him into anything, or her. That we just, but we do have someone absolutely fabulous who is slated to do
our
to
interview.
make an appearance.
Yeah.
And now, what is the show going to be like? What can people expect? I know you're saying they're going to be in for a treat. What kind of music you guys are going to be doing? What's the whole shebang?
I'm scared to give too much away.
Yeah, we can't give too much away, but there will be a lot of surprises.
Definitely surprises.
Songs that You wouldn't expect us to sing. Perhaps
variety is the key word.
Variety,
my friend,
is the spice of our show. As in life.
Ardmere's life. Or vice versa. I said vice versa.
Ew, gross.
Like in Best in Show. What's that? Jennifer Coolidge. She's like vice versa. You're totally like her. You could totally be her.
Stop it.
You're gonna play her in her life
I'm
story.
Yeah, I love you for that.
Who will I play?
You will play. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at things.
I'm kidding.
Like that.
Keep going.
Oh God.
You should be able to answer right away.
You would play. No, because no.
You're gonna be like Roseanne Barr.
No, because you're so unique. You can't play anybody else.
Bad.
You're such a big
answer.
personality.
What's the next question?
The show's off. It's canceled. We're fighting.
All in the course of 10 minutes.
I know.
All right, so Shoshana, how about you? How's the recording been going?
My record is almost done. It is almost done. We are probably 2 or 3 songs out from, not even 3, 2 songs out from being done. It's been a really slow process, and I get frustrated with that because I'm a very impatient person, and it doesn't help that everyone's like, when's it gonna be done? When's it gonna be done? Because I'm the first person. I want it done more than anybody in the entire world, but I also want it to be right, and I don't want to skirt the quality for getting it done faster. So I'm hoping, and like I always say, it's like remodeling a house. You set a date and you never meet it, but I'm hoping for a late spring release, sometime in May-ish. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very happy with the way that it's turned out. I feel really good about it. So, but right now, one of my songs is for sale on my MySpace and on fuzz.com, and will be on iTunes in the next couple of weeks. Naomi is for sale right now, and I don't know. That's where all my time and attention is going, pretty much, finishing that and working on this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shoshana probably doesn't remember it, but in the first couple of weeks of us meeting, she made a pretty grand promise to me that I intend on cashing in on. She promised that I would be featured as a backup dancer in her first video. So you be prepared to see that.
She's a great dancer.
Oh yeah, a mover. I'm a great mover.
No, she's a dancer.
No,
God, I'm a dancer. A dancer dances dancer.
No, I am a mover.
And a shaker.
What they call in the biz. Ew, a shaker, ew.
Are you a actress, singer, mover?
Yes.
In that order?
No, I'm a singer, no, now I'm an actor, singer, mover.
Totes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, how has LA been treating both of you? Because you've both been out here a while.
love LA.
I love LA too.
I miss the city. When I go back, I'm definitely like, my heart
Yeah.
is empty. It aches. But the quality of life out here, the pace is slower. The weather, obviously, not today.
Not
but
so much
the weather
today,
speaks
yeah.
for itself. To be in 80-degree weather when my friends are buried in snow in New York is,
Yeah. And I love driving, even though there's traffic. And with the dogs and everything, it's nice to have the space, and you can go hiking with them and stuff. And
yeah, definitely the opportunities for recreation out here are outdoor recreation.
Just the space in general is nice.
Someone sent me the clip of you on Deal or No Deal.
Oh yeah! I was on Deal or No Deal.
You were?
Not a contestant. I didn't win anything.
What'd you do?
I went in as Glinda.
You did not.
I
In your
did.
costume?
Yeah. I freaking did, dude.
Friend, I don't know about what kind of career move
I
that
did.
was.
Everybody asks if I was a suitcase girl, but they're so gorgeous.
I know.
They're so beautiful. I like even more
Then
beautiful
you could
than
totally
they are on
be
TV.
one.
Stop.
You totally could.
I come up to their knees. They're like giraffes.
I'm sure they'll love being
Yeah, no, but that was
giraffes.
no, beautiful giraffes, gazelles.
Gorgeous gazelles.
Gazelles.
And how was Howie? Is he a no hands man?
He was so nice. I knew that going in, so I didn't even try to.
Oh, really?
Didn't even
Is that
try.
the
Yeah, he's not a handshaker.
reputation?
Yeah, and he's great. It was terrifying though because I've never done anything like that, and they kept changing the prize, and so I couldn't remember what it was. So they made this little card for me to hold, and I was standing on the side talking to some of the models as they came off, and they're like, "You might not even go on. You might not even, if she takes the money before, you might not even go on." So I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there in full, in my like 50-pound gown and the crown and all the whole bit. And they're like, and it was like a musical theater show. So they had an orchestra and everything, and because she was the ultimate Wicked fan, and so they said when you go on, the orchestra will be playing, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, so great. And they kept saying, oh, another 20 minutes. So I'm standing there with my little card, talking to a model, and then I'm sorry, you probably don't even want to know about this.
No.
But then suddenly out of nowhere, it's dead silent. From like screams and screams and screams to like, I don't know if you've ever been on a game show. It's crazy. And suddenly somebody runs up and goes, go, 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 go. And I was like, oh, where? Oh, no, where am I? Oh, what am I? And it's like dead silent. And I'm like walking out on stage and everybody's looking at me. And then she starts screaming at me. The contestant, Hallie, starts screaming at me, you're great, I saw you in this, and everybody's screaming, and I'm sitting there on this like clear stage that I'm about to fall off of because I can't see anything. It's like this big, the stage is like that big, and I even like mispronounced one of the words because I was so nervous. Hilarious. I was like, I hear you're the ultimate Wicked fan. I'm about to give you the Wicked experience. It was the worst ever. But I had so much fun and they were all so nice.
Well, what happened with that winner? Because she like won a walk-on.
Yeah, she's gonna come back when it works for her schedule. She came and saw the show that night, and came backstage and stuff, and she got the wand, and yeah, I gave her the wand.
Is that why you got a new wand?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But that's a different one. The one that I was
threw into the audience.
No, that was the fight wand.
Okay.
Oh, that's a secret.
Sorry.
Edit that out.
You just revealed.
I just.
What happened?
You're gonna get into
trouble. No. But I gave her the wand, and she's gonna come back and.
David Stone's gonna give you a talking to.
I know. I'm sorry,
He's
David.
Gonna call our agent and be like, "Can you remind Megan that we're not allowed
that
to
we're
discuss
not allowed to talk about
the secrets
stuff.
of the show?"
I'm sorry.
We love you, David.
I love you, David.
Do you remember me, Shoshana? I was.
I
I replaced Adina. I was the first replacement. I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
No
So
way.
is David. We're Jewish.
We're fired. We're never working again.
I have nothing to lose, sister. It's
No.
all you. You're risking
again.
your job with me.
I know.
Here. David, come see our show.
Your voice, your clothing. Let's just say, I love it all.